Okay, this is a video for the NF Audio NF3u. It's 3BA. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's pricey, but it sounds really nice, really nice, and it's convinced me that I've got to extend my list from 5 to 10. I'm gonna keep the 5 as my main, like what I recommend, but to drop everything off after that there's too much good stuff out there, and this is the set that finally made that happen. So I'm gonna make a top 10 list, because this is probably gonna jump pretty close to there. I don't think that the Canas Pro is in my top 5 anymore. Is it this set, or is it the another one that I have coming up? There's just a lot of good stuff out there. If you look at the graph, you're basically looking at a Harman-esque type curve, blah blah blah. You guys have heard this 100 times, with a couple notches in it. So if you were to just draw a hill there, you'd have a notch here, and then it falls up just before 8. The amount of offensive treble is minimal. The bass is relative to the mids very good. In fact, I would say that the strong point to this is the mids, and this harkens back to my love for the EX1000 because they are so good. The EX1000 have more of a the from 30 to about 2K on the 1000s is very stable. That's why they're a legendary set. There's not a lot of stuff out there that combines a 16mm with that tuning and sounds as good as it does. So that's not something that I put in my top 10 list. That's like my all-time list. I'd say Empire Ears Legend X would be first, and EX1000 would be second. But in the Chi-Fi list, this would be something that takes serious consideration of what is it about the Canas Pro that is better than this. Is it the bass? Listening to a track like Taking It to the Street right there by the Doobie Brothers, if I'm amping it, if I'm using a bass switch, perhaps, but regular listening levels, this actually sounds really good. This is a very impressive set. The Lark Studio 4BA is really good too. I don't think that the $1,800 one that people have reviewed, like on famous sites or well-known sites, is actually as good as people say. It's relative to opinion, but $1,800, and it doesn't even graph to be. It sounds a little off, and it graphs a little bit off. This, I don't know if this is going to end up sounding better than the 4BA. The TSMR by Tansio Mirai, I like the 3BA version better than I like the 4. So more BAs doesn't really mean anything. This is 3BA. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a check mark and recommend it, and I'm going to consider if it goes in the top 5 or just outside, and I'm going to have to extend my list to 10 because I've got this and another IEM that just are too damn good to say, you know, a couple things are out and these are in, and then, well, what does that mean? Does that mean that the Tansio Mirai TSMR3 is not good anymore? No, that's a fantastic set. So I'm going to extend the list. Star of the show on this is mids. Bass is good, but it's all about the mids. I won't go with Fleetwood Mac because everything sounds good on that. Gordon Lightfoot sounds fantastic on this. The sound of the finger sliding up the string is there. My OCD is completely satisfied. I don't know why they're doing this like brass, nickel, or whatever it is material. It's not aluminum, it's some fancy thing. Coming from Basshead, the JVC SC series were using brass rings and stuff to reduce resonance. Are they using that on this to control the sound just before it comes out and hits your eardrum? I don't know, but it's got a very appealing sound to it. The treble is not offensive in any way. Listening to Over the Rainbow. Actually, that's not the track. It's another track that's inside there. White Sandy Beach. I don't know if you guys know this one. Let's see if I can get into now playing. What is this going to pull up as an image? Ah, man, just is. Come on. This song was made by written by him and the Makaha Sons of Nihao. This is when he was quite young. If you know Brother Iz's voice, it's a beautiful voice. He's famous. A lot of people in America know who this guy is because his the soundtrack for like a bunch of movies. I think his song has been in that. He's probably the most well known of the Hawaiian artists, and that's a good thing, I guess. There's a lot of other really good Hawaiian music, but Brother is good. I like the Makaha Sons version of Meha Meha White Sandy Beach better than I like his version. Personal opinion. But this is the kind of track that sounds really good on this. Let me go ahead and back up out of that. Get up out of here. I got to make the playlist for this before I'm fully ready to go. Weak point for this, price. It's pricey. I'm gonna have to do a video comparing it to a couple other 3BAs. The TSMR3 will be one that I'll compare it with, and maybe something else. Right off, the TSMR needs the dip switch up, down, down, which is 100 for me to like it. And it's the way they sent it to me, I wasn't a fan, but and it's 1 up, 2 down. I like it. This doesn't need any adjustment. This sounds very nice as it is. I'm 6 minutes in. I'm not sharing my library song by song, so it's not the video that I intend. But I wanted to say that the list is going to go out to 10. The 5 is going to be my strong recs that, like, you can come back with whatever you want. I stand by those from here till the time I leave YouTube. There's got to be some consistencies. I've handled as many IEMs as anybody since September, October, November, December, January, February, March, many months. And the list has changed several times, but there's a few on it that have been there for quite a while, because good is good. But I've got more than 5 good things. Got about 10, man. And this is something that's going to go in the top 10, maybe 6, maybe number 5. Maybe the Canas is going to be out. I'm going to have to listen to these two head to head. But with my library that you guys can see, build quality is ridiculous. It's very, very good. I think the cable could be a little bit better, but it's not something that I'm really that concerned about. And as you look at my library, these are the things. Dave Mason. These are the things that I listen to. Bun B. Bob Marley, Black Sabbath, Blind Faith, Beatles. I got the whole catalog. I don't know if anybody would figure that. I got Vivaldi, Allman Brothers. I got all of them. I got all of Aerosmith, AC/DC. I got all. I haven't transferred them over yet. Got multiple versions of Tupac. These are all DSTs up here, except that one has got the wrong cover on it. So this is the NF Audio NF3u. It's going to get a check mark because I like it. I'll do a review comparing this with the TSMR, and then that I'll have my playlist set up, and then I'll be able to show it to everybody so that I can give a song-by-song breakdown. And I'm a couple days away from having this set up exactly the way I want. The Hugo 2 to the Surface Pro, and rocking and rolling. I got a 2 terabyte external storage for my entire library, which is about 2 terabytes now, and we can get back to talking about the music as much as we talk about the gear. I love this music. I like this gear. This music on this piece of gear sounds good. I like it. So it's going to get the check mark. And I'm out of here. Shelling my name, to be precise, ripping mics is the light of my life. You frontin' like you trifling, never